going on, everybody? It's your host Calabazo first, and you know how we do this. We just get the information on and out, and here we go. California hit by dual shock. LA prices spikes above $5. Residents learn solar panels do not work in blackouts. Wow, what does that mean, folks? What are we doing? What are we trying to get ahead of ourselves here? California was always known to be advanced, liberal, logical, trying to get things on the move. They're the first ones to get things done. They're the set trenders. They're the trendsetters. They consider themselves, and I mean the Republic of California because it is a republic. As you can see, the state is fairly large, third biggest state in the United States. If you didn't know that, I mean, I guess if you're an illegal immigrant, you don't know that, right? But you should. But in California, everything's free. You get to cross over into the state and get your welfare paid for, which means housing, food, and maybe even a stipend, some extra cash. Oh, that's right, you do get a stipend. And oh, that's right, Andrew Yang is actually proposing $1,000 stipend for those Californians that want to live under his regime and rule. Anyways, let's move on. Martial law imposed on technically significant Morgan Hill, California. What's going on here, man? There's so much going on. I recommend people to start doing the research. The Common Sense Show with Dave Hodges is a starting point. And I'm sure you will get a lot of information. There's so many sources out there you can go out to and get the information that you need. Infowars.com is one. Alex Jones. Don't forget about that. So, back to this California crisis. I mean, there's blackouts. People don't know what to do. They don't know how to prepare themselves. They don't know for the coming situations that will arrive upon California, the beachhead of disaster. It's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, what can we do? California governor signs 15 new gun control bills. My lord, America's worst red flag law. Thank God I moved out of there 2 years ago. I would have been stuck. But you know what? That's why knowledge, researching, and finding yourself pays off. The Russian attack upon China Lake has resulted in magma movement through California with potentially catastrophic results. Yes, that's true, folks. The article reveals the events which lead to an armed confrontation between one American and two Russian submarines. You guys don't recall, there was, I guess, a little skirmish between Americans and the U.S. Well, I should take that back. Between the Russians and the U.S. Russians were out there actually looking for some UFO crash sites. That is in quotations. Russian intelligence, American intelligence met up under the sea somewhere in the Pacific. American intelligence ended up shooting, or American military ended up shooting down a Russian submarine, killing 14 Russians. As the article continues, we don't know how many Americans died, but what we do know is that the Russians did strike back and hit California with a secret, I guess you call it weapon. And it has started a movement under California. Well, I take that back real quick. It started a magma flow movement under the state of California. And Californians should be very advised, very aware. I know this is 2-3 days old article, news, whatever you want to call it. But it's true, and it's going to happen. California is under trouble. Under what trouble? We don't know. Earthquakes, civil war, the government coming, pounding on their doors. All I know for California is that MS-13 is free. All the illegals are free. All the murderers who went to court and got away with free. I know there's a lot of convicts, which is okay, because you got convicted, that have become good fellows of the world, true guys of the world. I know this, and they are a lot of my family and friends. Now, I also know that there's people that don't give a dang about convicts, friends, fellowship. They just want to terrorize and conquer. California, that's what's happening. We are in the preparation of being conquered, and I shouldn't say we, I should say you. Death camps, mass starvation, and forced obedience to government may follow open borders, free healthcare for illegals, and total destruction of the U.S. Constitution if Democrats win 2020. California is owned, is run by Democrats. Take that back. California lets itself be owned and run by Democrats. California, stand up. I tried to do my move. I went to California and I lived there for 4 straight years, almost 5. And I tried to do much political activism as I could. And what I mean by that is peacefulness, crying, telling people what's going on in the state, in the world, and the nation. But of course, we do not talk about the world and the nation unless we have our own local environment under control. And guess what they do? Where I come from, it used to be a beautiful little republic, a little town with beautiful, mesmerizing views, mountains to your right, hills to your left, to, I mean, you name it, trails, population of 2,000-3,000. Now the little town that I came from, population over 10,000 plus, thanks to the illegal immigrants. So, just to conclude this report, 4.5 magnitude quake rattles Bay Area. New California gun laws nullify the Second Amendment. San Francisco shaken by dozens of earthquakes. Is a major seismic event coming? You answer that. And San Francisco no longer feels like it is in America, and I agree with that. To everybody out there in California, to everybody out there in the world, to everybody in the United States of America who loves President Trump, who hates President Trump, remember, there's only one freedom. That freedom comes from our Constitution, the Constitution of the United States of America, from our Bill of Rights. We must protect them against enemies, foreign and domestic. And if you don't, well, God bless.